Another Sunday Q&A, and we are at home once again. So this week I actually got a lot done on the Charger, and this coming up week I should be able to get the car finally painted. I'm pretty excited about it. It has been a long process and a lot of work to get it to where it is, but yeah, I'm very happy that it is going to be painted finally, so I can throw all the doors and actually see what it's finally going to look like. And just I love I love how it looks. So I can't wait to see when it's actually painted in the frostbite blue. But I'll have a video out Monday, get in the car to where it is currently. If you guys haven't seen on my Instagram or TikTok or any of that stuff, it's on there and you guys can check it out. But there'll be a video tomorrow on it. And then tomorrow I will also make the roof, and then I'll glue it on, hopefully glue that on Tuesday. And then I could pretty much sand all the sealer and all that stuff. And then by Friday, I'm hoping to have the car painted. And then over the weekend, I could put the doors on, put the fenders, then I'll paint the hood and I'll paint the bumpers, and can't wait to see it. And then I can start working on drivetrain and suspension stuff. So that'll be a plus, and we'll get there relatively quick. It'll go a lot faster than it has been because it's fabricating and doing all the bodywork stuff is a very long, tedious process. If you guys haven't done it before, it is definitely something that you don't know until you do it. So, hey man, how's the roof coming along? It's not too bad. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I put gel coat in the mold today, but I was gonna get everything done today, but I didn't want to rush it. So I'm gonna just work on it tomorrow. Everything should go fine, and hopefully I can get the car painted by Friday. I really can't wait to see the car painted with the carbon fiber roof and everything. So it's making me pretty excited. When are you going to start on the engine? So I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to start on the engine before, or if I'm going to get all the subframes and all the drivetrain in the car first, because I know the engine's going to bolt in, but I don't want to, I don't know, I really don't want to have, the engine can go in last. So I'm going to most likely try to find a company to work with, or just end up buying a engine. And it seems like they're around like 15,000 or so, 15 to 20. And they're, for a 426, I think it's like 15,000, and it's with CNC heads, rated to like 2,000 horsepower. So I'm going to run 1,500 on it, twin turbo, and I don't think I'll have any issues. I want something that's overbuilt, and that includes, I believe that includes a core. So I could keep my old 6.2 from the Trackhawk, and then I could just have it as a spare for my Hellcat, or have it for something else if I want to Hellcat swap something else. So I'll just have a 6.2 laying around, and then I need to probably get that transmission built. I need to get drive shafts. I need to get axles, upgraded drive shaft, upgraded axles. I need to make a custom drive shaft. So there's quite a bit of stuff still to do, but most of it is just going to be buying it and installing it, which will be really nice. So yeah, we'll get there pretty quick. Watch Dodge copy your exact project. The one thing that Dodge will not do is copy this project, because, and it's unfortunate, because they are most likely, it seems like all the car companies are being really pushed by the EPA, and unfortunately that's not a good thing for car people. But eventually they're gonna see that they can't run all their cars on electric and stuff like that, because it's not feasible. So for maybe the next couple of years, we might see a downfall on V8s and stuff like that. But I think and diesels and pretty much all that stuff. But I think it'll all pretty much come back, because it's pretty much just a cycle. It did this stuff before, and now it's just happening again. So how's the weather? It's actually pretty nice. I drove the FC around pretty much all day, and I just kind of did some stuff and then hung out and just kind of enjoyed it was like 72 or 73 today, so not too cold. You deserve some serious recognition. This project is insane. Thanks, I appreciate that. I mean, I've put all the work in this car. I mean, Josh has helped me on the body work and some stuff here and there. But for the most part, I would say 98% of the car I have built without help. It's like zero help. So, it's just a lot to do. So it's not like, I don't know. There's just so much fabrication. I could have just left it rear wheel drive. That would have simplified the project a lot more, because I could have just, well, I'm looking for a red eye charger for interior and electronics and stuff like that. But I could have just got a Hellcat charger, swapped all the drivetrain in, or I could have just started off with a Hellcat charger. But I had this idea because I didn't want the wagon, because my Magnum wagon, it literally was 500 horsepower and it baked the tires more than the Hellcat. I'm not exactly sure why it did that, but it did. So the Hellcat in 700 horsepower, it just wants to bake the tires. So I just wanted to mitigate that issue. And I wanted something that would be a fun all around car that, I could cruise down the highway. And if I wanted to get on it, I wouldn't have to worry about the tires wanting to light up on the highway. And, there's plenty of videos of people wrecking their Hellcats, but I'm more of an experienced driver, but it's still pretty sketchy when, the wheels want to just break loose and stuff like that. It's fun, but when you're trying to race somebody and you're just like baking the tires, it's pointless. So yeah, I could have done a lot of stuff different that would have progressed the project a lot faster. But I think how I wanted it and where I was going with it and where it is now and where it's going is, exactly what I want. So I think everybody else will want that too. So what do you think the value is of a 2005 GMC Sierra two-wheel drive with 175,000 miles? Neighbor wants 6,500. I don't think it's worth 6,500. It's probably worth like 2,500. Are you a Mopar guy? How do you feel about the issues they are having with the Gen 3 Hemis eating up the cams because of poor lubrication? I don't know. I'm not per se a Mopar guy. I have a range of a lot of makes and models, and I enjoy them all. But I don't know. It's what's to be expected. Every engine's going to have any car is going to have its own downfall. So they're all going to have a certain issue, and you just have to mitigate it. So eventually, I want to go camless on the Hemi, but I want to get running and driving. There is a company local to me that has been doing camless for a long time, and they just really have been slacking. And now they're under new management. So I already talked to the guy. I'm not exactly sure where it's going. I also have all of Koenigsegg's thesis papers and all their pretty much drawings and CAD drawings. So I could do my own camless, but and there is that one guy on YouTube that is doing stuff like that. But that's a little bit further down the road. So maybe I'd mitigate that issue though. Keep it up, Dave. Thanks. Dave, are you going to get a go-kart like some YouTubers? I don't know. I may get a go-kart eventually. I used to have go-karts when I was a kid, but I had a shifter kart when I was a kid, but I haven't really messed with them in a long time. And I'm pretty big, so I'd probably have to fabricate my own, like a stretched frame or something, so I actually fit in it, but it'd be kind of cool. Hey Dave, kind of a long shot question here. The Trackhawk wing, do you have any idea if the bolt holes from the Dodge would line up with a Chevy SS wagon? I have no clue. It will bolt onto a Magnum hatch. I'm sure you can make um, so the one that I'm not exactly sure about the Trackhawk one because I only got the outer skin of it, and the Magnum one that I'm working with Black Ops Auto Works is going to bolt on the Magnum hatch. So I'm not sure, but I mean, and it's going to be pretty expensive to try, but I mean, you could try it out, I guess. What's up, Dave? New York in the house. Keep up the good work. Thanks. Happy Sunday. Glad you're in a good mood. Yeah, I'm glad the car is almost painted. So I haven't taken a day off working on the car since it has gotten to the body shop. And the reason I haven't taken a day off is because the car's not in my shop. So I can't just be like, well, I'm not going to work on it today. I'll just work on the van. So once I get the car out of my friend Josh's shop, I could, take a couple days off or work on the van or just take a little break from it. Not too long of a break because I want to get it done and drive it, but I won't have to work on it every single day for I don't know. It's been at a shop for 4 months. So it's a long time to work on something consistently every day. So have you thought about getting together with the likes of DIY Gang and Weston Chaplin when their all-wheel drive Hellcat projects are finished? Do some time attack racing or quarter mile. So me and Jose actually talk every once in a while. I've been busy, so I don't message him on a daily basis, but I think we talk about, every month or two or something like that. I definitely talk to him every time that something big happens on the project, or if something big happens on his project, he gives me a call, something like that. But I've never talked to Weston Chaplin, and I saw he's using the all-wheel drive Charger with the 5-speed transmission, I believe. And there's a reason I didn't use that transmission. So I feel like he's going to have issues with it breaking everything, because even at stock horsepower, it's just going to break everything. I think he wants to run 1500 horsepower like I want to run, and it's really going to break everything. So I guess we'll see, and we'll just it'll just go to show you me using the Trackhawk transmission was a very good idea if he does end up breaking axles and transfer cases and the front diffs that's in the oil pan. I mean, it's probably just going to be a nightmare. So, and then Jose, I'm gonna pretty much, once I have my subframes done, that's where I'm gonna send. I'll probably end up sending him one so he can get his car all-wheel drive and everything. He'll just have to make the floor work out and get all that stuff fabbed up. What's up, Dave? When are we gonna see some Mini Cooper content? Most likely after I'm done with the Charger. How's the 300ZX Turbo doing? So the battery's dead in it, and it's been sitting in the garage. I just need to go exchange it for a new one. And it has been sitting on the floor in the garage for 2 weeks because I haven't gone into town. So maybe sometime this week I could do that, because that's the only reason I haven't driven it. What's up, Dave from New Mexico? What's going on? What's the worst car that Dodge has made and why? I don't know. I really don't pay attention. Actually, I know the worst car they've ever made. It's the Prowler. The Prowler. That was the ugliest thing ever. Okay. Have you thought about what kind of exhaust or muffler you're going to run? So I'm actually working with MagnaFlow on the project. So they're sending me the new, I forgot what it's called. It's like all V-band Charger exhaust. And then they're also sending me a Trackhawk exhaust so I could pretty much fabricate to make it work. And that's the booth that the car is going to be in at SEMA. So I should be seeing the exhaust in the next couple weeks, which will be perfect because I'll have the car painted and I'll start fabricating the subframes, and then I can bolt the exhaust on. I just, it'd be disappointing not to hear the 426 through it for another couple months, but it's going to definitely sound good. So, hi Dave from Scotland, loving your channel and content. Your builds are fantastic. What's your plans for the Mini? Keep up the good work. So I have been throwing the idea around on the Mini to do a K-swap all-wheel drive for quite some time. But I've also been throwing the idea around of just making it fully electric, but I'm not sure. So we'll it's on the back burner projects, and once the charge is done, I'll just kind of have to decide what I want to do and kind of where I want to go with it. What was the most satisfying part of the build? We haven't got there yet, but once it's finished, actually the most satisfying part of every build is completing the build and driving it for the first time. But I think the most satisfying part of the build so far, and I haven't painted it yet, but just spraying the sealer on the car and seeing, the body and seeing the quarter panels and all that stuff with a gloss on it, and actually being able to push it outside and see the sun reflect off of all the nice body lines and all that hard work that I put in. It's so far that's the most satisfying, but driving it is the ultimate most satisfying part of every build. If you're looking for another Magnum, I've got an 05 SXT. I mean, if it's a good body, I'd probably want to keep it pretty clean, but I like the wrecked ones because I could cut the hatches and stuff off of them. I look forward to this being finished. Thanks. Thanks for answering, mate. Cheers. No problem, Zach. Dave, did you ever go to Gasoline Alley in Blaine? Blaine where? Gasoline Alley, Blaine. Did the Challenger happen to be a red eye? So no, my Challenger was just a Hellcat. I really didn't like the hoods on them, and I wanted an intake system that actually forced cool air into it. So I ended up just getting the red eye hood. I like the drag wing a lot better, and just kind of went from there. But yeah, it's just a Hellcat with a red eye hood on it. Dang it, I'm late. Hey Dave, love your channel. Shout out from Jamaica. Thanks, I appreciate it. Impressed with your progress. You are making the best of luck with the final steps. Thanks, I appreciate it. SB donated $10. I appreciate it. It's a laughing. It looks like a pear, a laughing pear. I can appreciate the excitement of painting it, but I'm still wondering about doing it one panel at a time. Do you have no concerns regarding matching? No, I have no concerns with it matching because it's all being sprayed out of the same gallon. The only time you have to blend panels is when you don't have the original paint. So it's not going to be a problem. So I've done it before, never had any issues. I always spray the same. So I always spray a few heavy coats, and then my last two coats are like a control coat. You just kind of pretty much bring the gun back, like widen the fan quite a bit, and then you just, dust it on there, and it always evens out the metallics. I've even sprayed doors flat, and they've matched perfectly to the quarter panels of cars. So I know a lot of people have been commenting that the paint's not going to match, but I see no issues with any of it matching. Most likely everything's going to be perfectly fine. So, and if it's not, I'll fix it. But I don't think I'll have to fix it because I've never had to before. So I like your style. Thanks, I appreciate it. Love this build, but what's the one part you've loved building on this car? I don't know. I think the one, I don't know if I could say I loved building it, but it was a positive experience. The carbon fiber roof, it was the largest carbon fiber piece I've ever made, which I haven't made the last one yet, but I've made one almost pretty good one. So I think this last one will be fine, but actually making your own carbon fiber panels and something that's, the Magnum roof is, the Magnum roof is like 6 feet long. So it's not a small carbon fiber panel. So it's just nice to be able to say that, I made that carbon fiber panel. And when I make the hatch, I could be like, that's a carbon fiber hatch that I made. It's not like something that I bought. So, well, I made the whole car, but I mean, that's just kind of cool. So, I'm the one from the original video on that car. The original video. Okay. Not the Prowler. I would have to say the Reliant. I've never even heard of that. What's your plan on the back half of the interior? Been watching you and Trev since 2015. Keep it up. So the back part of it, I'm probably just going to use all the factory Magnum interior in the back because it will all still bolt in. But I'm gonna, the factory Magnum interior is pretty bulky in the rear. So I'm most likely gonna make some interior, but I don't want to make something when I have something that bolts in. And, with the timeline, I want to be able to enjoy the car and stuff like that. So most likely I want to get everything together. And then if I have, some free time, I'll make some back interior and get it a little bit thinner, make it, a little bit more room in the back. So it just kind of flows with the rest of the car and more updated. But for the time being, I just want to get that stuff in there, and all the front interior will be all updated and new. So, what's up from Chicago? Love the vids. Are you trying to keep the Magnum under a certain weight? Yes, I'm trying to keep. So my other Magnum is 4,800 pounds, but the hatch is steel and the roof is steel. And I think the roof weighs like 50 pounds. And somebody on the forum said the factory rear hatch weighs like 150 or something. So the roof is going to be 8 pounds. And the rear hatch, I should be able to cut the weight probably like 8 or 10 pounds, which will be nice. So I'm trying to keep the car under 5,000 pounds. So the Trackhawk tranny has a transfer case on it. It's the same 8-speed transmission, so it shouldn't weigh any more than the Hellcat 8-speed. I'm taking the supercharger off of it, and the turbos are lighter than the supercharger, so I should save some weight there. Hopefully I could keep it under 5,000 pounds, because if it's under 5,000 pounds or like 5,000, maybe like 5,100 or something like that, it's a lot lighter than a Trackhawk. And even at 700 horsepower, it should run better times than a Trackhawk. So hopefully we'll see what it ends up weighing, but I'm trying to keep it down. So, and there was somebody just posted a video of a Trackhawk with 1,500 horsepower running like eights. So, if this thing could run eights, it's going to be insane. So, what's for dinner, Dave? I just had some just random stuff that was around today. So, hello from Canada. What's going on, David? Do you still hang out with Ronnie, Trevor's brother? Every once in a while. I've been super busy working on the Charger, so I haven't really been hanging out with too many people. I wake up, go to the shop, work on the car, come home, edit a video, and go to sleep, and then repeat. So hopefully once the car's a little bit closer to being built, I could, once the bodywork's done, we'll have a little bit more free time. But how much longer before it's done showing love from the Bay Area? I don't know how long it's going to be till it's done. It has to be done for SEMA, but I want to have fun with it over the summer and stuff like that. So hopefully in the next couple of months, once the bodywork's done, I think everything's going to start moving a lot quicker, because I'm just going to be ordering stuff and putting it on and stuff like that. But just fabrication and body work and paint and stuff like that just takes a long time. I could have rushed it and cut a bunch of quarters and had the thing done really, really fast, but I wanted it to look really nice. So I wanted it to look, not be a show car, but the Hellcat, when I rebuilt it, I mean, the paint on it is just spot on. The 3000 GT has really nice paint. I just didn't want it to be wavy or ripply, or when you look down the side of a car and it's nice and smooth and looks like a mirror, um, that's where you want it to be. So, and it takes quite a bit more work to get it there. How do you feel about SRT being discontinued? I don't think it's going to last very long. So the issue with discontinuing a brand, so Nissan's not discontinuing Nismo, BMW isn't discontinuing Subaru, etc. They're not discontinuing their performance brands because that's their racing line. So that's pretty much where they sell performance parts. I guess they might be disbanding it or saying they're doing it because it sounds like the EPA is going to make it so whoever's selling the aftermarket parts to the people are going to maybe get fined or something like that. So maybe that's what's kind of behind it. But I don't know. I just feel like just 15% battery power. I need to get a new phone. So just pretty much getting to that point where they want to just abide by the EPA and they don't want to get fined or anything like that. But they're not going to, I don't know, they're not going to stop. I feel like they're not going to stop building Hellcats because they're like, they make them a lot of money. They get a lot of attention to their brand. I mean, a lot of people know Hellcats and a lot of people know Dodge because of the Hellcats and Trackhawks, and they just build these insane cars. The same thing with other car manufacturers, but companies selling parts to people, if you don't know how to fabricate your own parts, which I'm fine, tune your own cars and all of that other stuff, I feel like the car scene might be changing kind of drastically coming up, but we'll see. I mean, who knows? Who really knows? Can I post a pic of your project on Instagram? Of course, I will provide link and proper credit to you. I believe your channel is so underrated. Yeah, I mean, if anybody wants to link my channel or my Instagram or post any pictures, I mean, it's fine. Just I just have issues when people don't give credit. I mean, I see all these big pages like 1320 and all these stuff, and they're like, link us for credit. I mean, after the initial post, it really doesn't matter. So yeah, I mean, I have no issue with it. So have a great week. Thanks. You too. That's because they're not real painters. How do you feel about SRT being discontinued? I mean, I don't think it's going to happen. Finish the car. I mean, you can only do so much in a day. So what's up, brother? How have those knees been? I don't know what's up with the knee thing. SRT isn't discontinued. Turbos. Yes, turbos are better than superchargers. Have you thought about making the hood carbon fiber? So I have thought about doing the same carbon fiber as the roof on the hood. And the only issue I really have is the hood is aluminum. It's already light and the hood will latch and the latches won't break. And this car is going to go over 200 miles an hour. And I don't want to have a hood flying up over 200 miles an hour. So most likely I'm not going to do carbon fiber for that reason. So let's see, why didn't you make the Magnum hatch flush with the Charger deck lid? I really didn't like how, I thought about it, didn't like how it was going to look, and this looks a lot better because it gives you that little duck bill and it flows with it. And the Charger trunk already does that from the factory. If you look at a factory Charger, the trunk just pretty much sticks out there as it is. So not much has changed. So Dodge Caravan don't even exist anymore. I haven't seen one of those vans in 15 years. I think they just kind of changed it to like the Pacifica or wherever the other one is. They just kind of disband the name. Will the wagon have a clean title? Yes, the wagon is going to have a clean title. Shouldn't have any issues there. And the other good thing is also I don't have to have the car inspected, which is nice. Hey Dave, just watched your Instagram. Damn, that is one straight car. Great job. Can't wait for it to be fully painted. Me too. I wish I could paint it, but I need to get that roof glued on there because I want all the clear to be over the seam sealer and stuff like that. Where's the 3000 GT? It's just chilling. I talked to I messaged a guy on Facebook Marketplace like a couple weeks ago about a side skirt, and he was supposed to get back to me. Never did. I don't know. I guess I'm never going to find a driver's side skirt for that thing. Hello, Dave. I'm from Federal Way, Washington. Can't say enough. You are the man. Have you thought about the type of stereo you're going to put in the, to put in there, to put some subwoofers up in it? I'm probably just going to go with the sound system because my Challenger sounds really good. Plus it has that factory sub that fits in the spare tire well. So everything will just really bolt right in and be nice. And I won't be able to put a spare tire in there because I'm going to be running I'm thinking I'm going to run 20 by 11s or 12s all the way around. So that wheel won't fit in that spot. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to go factory Hellcat stereo system, and all the electronics, so it all works nice. Yo, what's up, Dave? First time checking in a while. Oh, not much. Thanks. Are you leaving the interior stock or adding tons of TVs, woofers all around? No, it's just pretty much going to be stock. I'll most likely change some things on the interior, but it's going to be aesthetics, not anything crazy like that. Let's see. Hey Dave, love your builds. Are you going to visit Australia? We have a great number of cars you might like to see and a lot of places to see. From Chris in Gold Coast, Queensland. I would like to go to Australia, but I want to go there when I could have some fun. So most likely after all this crap gets over with. So, I can go enjoy myself. But that's really why I haven't done much lately because, well, plus I'm working on the Charger 24/7. But I just don't want to go somewhere and then it be limited or any of that stuff. So I just want to go somewhere, have fun, and just kind of do my thing. Hi from Ohio. What's going on? They already released a statement saying it's not going anywhere. Where is the Magnum Charger? It's chilling at the shop. Greetings, Dave. Your work is fantastic. As always, good news. I bought another Suzuki for you. That makes 15. Tight. How much is the rear spoiler going to be for the Magnum? I'm not exactly sure yet. I still haven't even shipped off the one that they're going to make the mold out of. Probably should do that. I'll probably do it in the next couple weeks, but once that's there, they'll make the mold and make the new wings and stuff like that. But it's I can't wait. I can't wait to see it. What happened to the carbon roof? I just got here. Love your art. So I need to redo it because the first two attempts were, I don't know, the first attempt was unsuccessful. The second attempt had like this little dry spot. I could have probably fixed it. I still have it sitting there if I end up, I don't know, not getting this one done. But The third attempt, I think which I'm going to be doing tomorrow, I think I'll be successful with and shouldn't have any issues. So hopefully tomorrow I can get that thing done, and then I can get glued on the car on Tuesday or Wednesday and seam seal it and get all that stuff ready and sand it down and ready for paint. So it's just one of those things, just having to learn how to do big carbon fiber parts. Big fan of your work, mate. Would you consider doing a painting guide for plastic, more specifically motorcycle fairings? I mean, I probably could do a kind of a painting tutorial. The thing about if they're bare plastic, pretty much all you have to do is you just pretty much wipe them down with like alcohol or denatured alcohol to get all it has like this weird, usually has like this weird coating on it. Not really a coating, but kind of almost like a grease that you want to get rid of. And then you just use some adhesion promoter. As long as there's no nicks or any of that stuff, if you don't have to body work them, and then you could hit them with some sealer. And then once you get them in sealer, you're usually good to go from there, and you can just spray the base and the clear and stuff like that. If you have to do some body work and stuff, some stuff here and there, I'd wipe them down with denatured alcohol and then do that little bit of filler here and there or whatever you need to fix, and then spray the sealer and go from there. But it's not too difficult. It's pretty much like painting stuff, but you just have to get a sealer that bonds to plastic, and then have that adhesion promoter, so it actually bonds that plastic. So you don't go to like a car wash or pressure wash and it just pressure washes the paint off of it. Hey Dave, love the build. Any chance you'll race for pinks? I don't know about that. I don't know. It'll have a lot of power, but I don't know about that. Patrick donated $8.99. I appreciate that. Absolute legend, Dave. I'm only having some fun with you visiting New Zealand. I mean, I wouldn't mind visiting New Zealand. Damn, wrong channel. Hey brother, it's Martin. I've mentioned you to Life of Paulos, and he hasn't responded back nor mentioned your channel. I don't even know who that is, but I appreciate it. Thanks. JB Weld took care of my 1986 Toyota fuel damper problem. Could you ever put a Cummins in a Magnum? I mean, you could, but would you really want to? I don't think so. The RPMs aren't there. You wouldn't have very much fun. Love your build. Doing a sweet job. I appreciate it, Tony. Have to race for it. Could never afford a beautiful car like that. Do you like our version of the Charger? Our VH variant Charger was one nice car back in '71. Huh. You're welcome to New Zealand anytime, mate. Thanks, Patrick. I mean, once everything calms down, I plan on doing some stuff. So I want to go to Europe too, but I definitely need to. I want to have some fun, like I've said before. I don't want to be stuck anywhere, bored for like weeks on end. But yeah, man, this is all the people that are here today. So I don't know. How much power do I have left on my phone? 9%. I could probably do. I might be able to do an hour. I mean, it's gonna be close. I probably should plug my phone in. I wonder if there's an outlet. Ooh, there's an outlet right there. Maybe. Next project should be a hatchback Mustang. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not that big a fan of Mustangs. I wouldn't mind getting like a like the new, aren't they like a 550 or something like that? I wouldn't mind getting one of those, but I don't know. I almost bought an older Mustang, but I didn't. Wingstop filled me up. Keep up the great work. Have sent several peeps who have subscribed, loving the build, desperately waiting to see the finished project. Thanks, I appreciate it. Take Rampage with you when you travel. I mean, it would be cool to take the Charger to Europe, but I've heard lots of horror stories of cars getting shipped across the ocean and them just getting destroyed and being full of salt water when they're in shipping containers and stuff like that. And I'd almost rather just, ship my stock Challenger Hellcat to like Europe. I could ship it to Germany and get it in the country pretty easily, but I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. Coyote swap town car. I used to have a town car when I was in college. So expect a new video Tuesday if you're finishing the roof tomorrow. So I'll have a video out tomorrow of me getting the car and sealer and getting all the interior stuff done and seam sealed and all that stuff that I did over the last, the last 3 days. So yeah, have a video out Monday, and I should have one out either Tuesday or Wednesday of the roof. And then Friday, we'll see Friday. That's kind of pushing it, but hopefully Friday we could have a car painted video. And then over the weekend I could put all the doors and all that stuff back on the car. What's the plans for the van? So I was supposed to pick up another truck for parts for it today that had a lift kit and wheels and stuff like that, but the people didn't have the title, and they're going to go to the bank tomorrow and get the title, and then I'll pick it up. So then also I might just fix the truck because I don't know, it's kind of worth fixing. We'll see what happens, but I want to lift it. I want to strip all the ambulance stuff out of the back. I need to powder coat some stuff before I put the intake manifold and the high pressure oil pump cover and all that stuff back together. And then it should run and drive perfectly fine. And then I want to convert it to 4-wheel drive with that lift kit and do some other stuff, redo the interior once I strip all the ambulance stuff out of there, and so on. So I just I'll probably make it like a off-grid camper, but it'll be a deleted 6-liter, which I'll put some batteries in there. So the diesel engine should be able to charge up those batteries, and I shouldn't have any issues there. So we'll see. It was a free project. I mean, I should have it running in the next couple weeks. Once I get that stuff, I could have already had it running if I wasn't going to powder coat that stuff, but working on the Charger and getting all that stuff cleaned up to get powder coated is kind of a process. So in the next couple of weeks, I'll get that thing running and driving, and then kind of go from there, get the front end assembled, and then kind of figure out where I'm going to go. Most likely when I do the lift kit, I'll pull I think that whole van body is like one section. I'll pull all that up, and I'll most likely do new head gaskets and head studs in the 6-liter, probably a new water pump, and I want to run a remote cooler. So I have a new oil cooler, but since I'm going to delete it, I'm going to pretty much just use the factory covers and weld 2 10-an bungs on those, and then just run like a separate radiator and a coolant pump, so it just pumps its own coolant system through the oil cooler, which I think will be a lot more efficient. So we'll see about that too. So a lot of stuff to do. Bye, Dave. See you, Tony. You're beating Bad Obsession Motorsports. Yeah, I don't know. Their stuff's pretty intense. I mean, I don't know. I don't think they work on the car as much as I do. I'm not sure because I don't really watch their channel that much. I mean, I really don't watch it at all, but I know a few people that do watch it, and I've seen clips here and there of stuff that they did, and man, I'm probably gonna wash this cup. But I don't know. I don't think they work on it all the time, but I mean they'll be pretty comparable. I'm just happy that the car is almost ready to be painted. So so Dave, I love people who like to change things up. I'm thinking about dropping a 69 Chevy pickup on my '03 Silverado SS, but I'm getting a lot of negative input. Did you run across this when you started? I think that's just something about the internet. The internet, I don't know, there's a lot of blind people on the internet that really don't know anything, but they pretend that they do. So I just don't listen to a lot of people. Like the pretty much all the people commenting on my videos about paint not matching, I just don't listen to it. I've pretty much built this thing of not listening to when people say stuff, because most of the time, if people are saying something negative, kind of like that, it's because they just don't want you to do it. So, or they don't want you to finish it, or something like that. So I just do it. I mean, with enough time and fabrication and stuff like that, you can make anything work. But I just do it. Let's see. Have a good night. Oh no, I'm at 5%. Okay, I'll read the next couple comments, but I have to. I'm gonna run out of battery power. Ooh, Coyote Swap Grand Marquis. That's not bad. The Sketch Monkey designed Charger Wagon Hellcat. It's blue too. A lot of people mentioned you there. You should check the video out. Check the other videos with the S550 hatchback Mustang if you get time. So a lot of people tagged me in that video and on his Instagram page, and it was kind of I don't know. The dude definitely saw my videos and then just made a rendering off of what I'm building, and then just didn't even tag me in any of this stuff. So, and then just kind of played it off. But I don't know. I just don't like when people do stuff like that. But yeah, I've seen it. I'm not really too interested. I think if I built anything, I talked to the guy that rendered the Hellcat Pacifica, and if I build something else crazy like the Charger, it'll probably be that with a like the Trackhawk drivetrain and everything. But we'll see. That's another big project. Let's see. Could you release some shirts of your Charger wagon, because I would love to buy one? Probably once it's finished. I have thought about doing a lot of merch, and it's just kind of in the back burner right now. Once the car is painted, I'll have some free time to design some shirts and design some merch and get it out there, and then try to sell it and see if anybody actually wants to buy some stuff. But yeah, it is in the oven, and I'm planning on doing some stuff. So you should be seeing it in the next, couple months, I guess. Kind of want to start my own YouTube channel. Just do it. It's a long road, and most people get discouraged because, you don't. It takes years to get subscribers. I mean, it takes years to get videos that get 10,000 views a video. So I would just start it and just be consistent at it. I mean, it doesn't hurt to try. I'll buy your merch. I appreciate that. Love your work, Dave. Take care. Thanks. I appreciate that. So my phone is at like 4% battery power, and it usually starts to drop pretty quick after that. So I'm going to end the live stream here, edit the video that I'm going to upload tomorrow, and then get the car ready for paint and stuff over the week. So you guys should hopefully be seeing this car in paint by next week. So I can't wait, and I don't think you guys can wait either. hold on. There's one more. What are you doing for suspension? Companies reaching out to you? No companies reach out to me on suspension yet. I wouldn't mind doing coilovers, but yeah, now I'm at 2%. So see you guys next time. Video tomorrow. Check it out. And thanks for watching. Bye.